Hey guys, Joe here and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is on my cook system, what I use. Take two. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Joe here, and today's video is on my cook system. Alrighty, so like most of you out there getting into backpacking, hiking, overnight adventures, you've come to a point or come to a stage where you think, I wouldn't mind something that I can boil some water, make myself a hot meal or a cup of coffee, a hot cup of tea, soup, whatever it is. So you start looking into cook systems. When I did the same thing, I just went straight down to the hiking store, hiking supply store, an outdoor store, and had a look what was on the shelf. They had a mix, they had some alcohol type of stoves, they had these other little stoves where you put little sticks and twigs in there, branches, whatever, well not branches, but you put little sticks in there, creates heat under there by lighting a fire. And they had the gas stoves where you just screw on a little gas canister, light it up and off you go. They appealed to me the most. Now there were a few different types on the shelf and I thought I'll go for something that's really efficient. Before I move on any further, I should make a note, I'm not sponsored with anyone, affiliated with anyone. All the equipment that I show you today is my own, purchased with my own money, and my own experiences I'm sharing with you. So what did I do? I had a look at what was the most efficient, and the Jetboil really stood out. The Jetboil, this one here is the 800ml. What appealed to me about the Jetboil was the effectiveness in boiling water. It's got some heat system where there's these vents all the way around the base of the pot, and once you light the flame it really does seem to generate more heat and boil your water a lot quicker. So I thought, wow, that is really cool. It's very sturdy. It's got this little hand grip there, which is nice. It's got this sort of neoprene sleeve so that it protects your hands from burning. You've even got a little pocket here, which I'm guessing you can put your spork in or whatnot. The lid is really cool. It's got these little vents here when you can pour water through there or through the spout there, either. I'm guessing this one here would filter water coming out if you're cooking something and you just wanted to keep the content within the pot itself. Yeah, really cool. And not only that, it's like a silicone type of construction, so you don't burn your lips when you're drinking from it. So I really like all those things about it. Inside you can store your gas canister, no problems. I'm going to just change that around. Inside you can store your little gas can. These are the smaller ones which will last you, well, it depends how much water you boil, but they usually last me 3 days out on the trail, no problems. This one here is I think it's 125 grams. Does it say on here? Where is it? 100 gram. This is a little 100 gram tin, which lasts plenty. Okay, I've got the stove itself. Keep my lighter in there as well. Here you can regulate the heat with this little valve here. And that literally just screws straight onto the gas canister. Flame comes out. You've got these notches all around the base of the Jetboil where it slides into little locators, spin it around and it locks in there nice, sturdy, and that just screws onto the fuel canister, fill your water in there and whatnot. Oh, it even has this little stand, whoops, which you lock your gas can in there some way, somehow, somewhere, somehow. There we go. See, you got a nice little base. Really good. It's really cool, but we'll get into more of that in a moment, and I'll get it all hooked up and boil some water and stuff. So inside you've also got I don't know if you can see that, like the measurements up to 500 mil. I don't know if you can see that, or in there, somewhere, don't know, possibly in here. Anyway, so that's a nice little feature. You can see how much water you're putting in there boiling up, especially when you've got those dehydrated meals and you need a certain amount of water to boil to put into the meal. Really handy for that in itself. It's a really good system. It's a really good setup. I like how everything just fits into the pot itself. I really like the way it boils water quick. I love the feature of having the European sleeve around it. I can't get that word right. It's got some really good features, very well thought out, very practical in many ways. So, like the Jetboil, and I still use it. However, I don't use it anymore on the trail. This is more now when I go car camping, four-wheel driving. Reason being, earlier I said efficient, practical, and it really is, but efficient in boiling water quick, but it is a luxury item in my opinion because it is a bit on the heavy side. I mean, it's over 300 grams, and I thought, well, what other options are out there to make things a little bit lighter? Again, again, personal preference. Some people say, what are you talking about, Joe? That's fine. The Jetboils are the best. They're durable, they're strong, they're just awesome. And they are, but personal preference, I wanted something lighter. I didn't need to have anything as big. So I upgraded to the Toaks. Now the Toaks is, you can see in size, a lot smaller. The Jetboil's 800ml, the Toaks is 700ml. So size comparison, if you can see that properly on the camera, it is a fair bit smaller. And the other thing, the most important thing to me was, it's a lot lighter at just over 100 grams. Well, I know you're saying, well, hang on, Joe, you still need to add a stove onto that. Well, I'll get onto that in a moment. So the Toaks comes with this handy little bag. It's surprising how well it's held up and how clean, and it looks near new, and I've used it so many times. And I actually use this as well to grab onto the handles. When I'm taking it off the boil, I use it as a little protector for my hands so I don't burn my hands, which is really handy. Really simple design. You can throw this over a fire if you want to, hang it off a branch or something. You've got the handles here which fold in and are quite handy, quite compact. The lid itself has got 3 little holes in there to drain water out of. Okay, it's titanium. This is all titanium. It's very light, and it heats up extremely quick. It gets really hot. I like the feature. Simple but effective. The handle, you slide it up, pull it up, slip it across, and it just locks in place there. So you're not having to try and pick it up off the lid when it's really hot. So literally when you start boiling some water, there you go, lock that in and it just stays up there. Really handy. Inside the pot, carry a little sponge to clean it. My stove. Okay, well, let me get onto the pot first. Lighter, gas can, 100 gram. The pot itself has also got some markings in there to tell you how much volume of water or liquid or fluid you've got in there, whatever you're cooking. I don't know if you can see that. Let me dip it a bit, just in there. That goes up to 500ml, like the Jetboil, even though this has 700ml capacity. Jetboil 800. It's so light. I've cooked hundreds of meals in this thing, water and food. Cleans up well. Alrighty, and the stove is a Kovea stove. It's a very lightweight titanium stove. It weighs 60 grams. Yep, 60 grams. Very lightweight. folds out like so. You can increase the surface area of whatever pot you're using by folding those out if you like. Screws onto your canister. Here's your valve where you can turn the heat down, increase, decrease. Really simple, very lightweight, and that was the key thing. I really wanted the lightweight of it all. Total cost, you can pick up a Toaks from about $60. They're not overly expensive. The Kovea, I paid, it would have been close to $100, and this is a few years back too. The store that I purchased it from, they don't have them anymore, but I did look online, and you can still pick them up off eBay or Amazon for around that $100 odd. It's been a good little stove actually. Alright, so why? Well, why? Because it's lighter, so much lighter. Price wise, well, these actually end up being a tiny bit more than the Jetboil, or very similar in price. Practical because it's lighter. Doesn't, well, but not practical in cook time. It takes longer to boil some water in this than it does in the Jetboil, so you're using more gas. But again, you got to give somewhere either way. So my preference is using the titanium pot. I love this with my little stove over the Jetboil. Packs down smaller, fits in my backpack a lot easier, and I can still cram everything inside of it, so it's really convenient, really cool. All right, well, let's put them to the test now and see the difference in cook time. It's a bit windy. Let's see how we go. Start with the Jetboil. I reckon we go 250 ml, cup of water. Let's see. Okay. Boil that. Oh, gotta put the stove back on. You can actually get Jetboils, the stove with an igniter on there as well. This one, I just bought it as is. Okay, so we've got stove ready to go. Flame, and I'm going to hit the timer. Ready, set, and go. Gas on. Crank that up now, and let's see how long it takes to go. Timer's going. I don't know if you can see that, but just hit 20 seconds. I might come back to you and let you know when it's done. Right, 50 seconds in, and it's already starting to bubble up. Because I've only got a small amount of water in there, it's cooking even quicker again. So 1 minute. Well, here we go. All this steam. It's not boiling just yet though. It's just getting all those little bubbles. 1 minute 20. And there we go. 1 minute and 35 seconds. That is really good going. Alright, I'll pour that out. Oh. Done. Moving on. Let's see how so really quick. I mean, that's so quick, and that's really hot now. Okay. Oh, don't do this at home, kids. Ah. Okay. Alrighty, moving on. Let's go. Oh, I can leave the stand there. Usually I don't have the stand. That doesn't make a difference, except for stability wise, but it won't make a difference in cook time. Just make it easier for me, not spilling it on myself while I'm doing this experiment. If I can just screw the can on. There we go. It's on nice and tight. Fold these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Okay. 250 ml. Oh, I put too much in there. That's 300. Let me just pour a tiny bit out. Okay, that's close enough. Let's get the lid on, ready to go. Get my timer ready to go. How do I clear this? Okay, here we go. Ready, set, go. Gas on, flame on, stove on. I shouldn't be sitting here like this. It's probably a little bit more dangerous. I might just move back. Okay, 20 seconds in. This will definitely take longer than the Jetboil, but it'll be interesting to see. I've got my Toaks bag ready to grab the handle when it does boil. I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, coming up to almost 2-minute mark. It's 1 minute 50, and it's still not boiling yet. Starting to get some little bubbles at the bottom, but because it's affected more by the wind, you don't have the protection that the Jetboil offers, or that cook system, which really works well. It is going to take longer. So you can see the efficiency is definitely with the Jetboil when it comes to boiling water, using less gas. Well, here we go, we're starting to get something. It's getting there, but we've just gone to the 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 minutes 40 seconds. Still got a bit to go. Okay, I've just hit 3 minutes and 30 seconds and it is starting to boil now. But it's still not at that rolling boil that we had in the Jetboil, which was so much faster. So I'm going to keep going. It is windy today, so it does make a difference. But again, it just shows where the Jetboil is more efficient in cook time. Just about there. And we've hit 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeah, here we go. That's all right. We've got that rolling boil now, big time. I'll just bring the camera up. You can see. Oh, timer. Stop, Joe. So 4 minutes 23 seconds. We're upside down. 4 minutes 23 seconds, but I did just pick up the camera then, so that took some time off it. 4 minutes 20 seconds, 4 minutes 15 seconds, opposed to whatever the Jetboil was. So you can see far more efficient in boiling water, far more efficient in weight and compactness. This is great. This is where the Toaks carry bag comes in handy. The other downfall is that's hot now. If I want to drink from this, I'll burn my lips if I'm not careful. You can get those little silicone lip, they call them lip savers or something, and you just put them on the clip onto the side of your pot. But the Toaks bag works good, and that's just something you have to deal with. So there you are, guys. They're my different cooking systems. This is the one that I use all the time, and I have for years now. Like I said, I still use the Jetboil for car trips, camping, four-wheel driving. Love it, but it's just a bit heavy for me. Personal choice. 345 grams, 163 grams or thereabouts with the stove. Big difference in weight, big difference in size. Perfect for me. The Toaks when I go hiking, backpacking. Perfect when I'm car camping. But again, it's all personal choice, personal preference. More efficient in saving gas and cooking quicker, and also probably a bit more protected when it's windy conditions. A little bit longer, uses more gas. Well, a lot longer, uses more gas. Both got positive and negative. Personal choice, personal preference. Love to hear your thoughts, your feedback, your comments. What system do you use if you have one, or do you feel you don't really need one? Love to hear your thoughts anyhow. Like always, Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future videos and notifications. Till next time, and like always, happy hiking. Bye for now.